Welcome to The Dispatch. I'm Corey, this is Richard, and we've got some gear to talk about. Let's talk about the Sequential Fourm compact polyphonic analog synthesizer. Polyphonic, our aftertouch first sequential synth in 40 years with per note expression control, Prophet 5 voice architecture, 4 genuine analog voice with vintage tone and modern stability, Pro 1 modulation matrix, hands-on routing with color-coded visual feedback, bass compensated filter, full low end at high resonance settings, polystep sequencer, supports chords, glide, doubles as a modulation source.
Yeah.
Nice.
It's a good one.
And what's the next one, Rich?
We have the Robaux slice of pie. It is a URAC module, and I always like these their interfaces. It's got a circular kind of keyboard interface. Looks like a wheel. That's I think where the slice of pie comes from.
It's the pie.
So yeah, it's got generating chords, quantization modes, polyphonic MIDI processing, all the kind of connections you need for MIDI stuff. It's one of those modules where you got your keyboard going, press one key, and you get these like beautiful chords out of it. So I'm sure there's some other like hidden secrets in there, but yeah, definitely a good one.
Very cool. And then we've got the Teenage Engineering Rumors New Medieval Reggae Dub Music Themed Sampler. Reggae Dub variant of the EP 133 with curated sound library. Originally layering machine, redesigned for dub-style production techniques. The EP 40 companion mixer, 2-channel DJ mixer with 3-band EQ and battery power. Very good.
Uh-huh.
Ting Effects microphone effects unit for vocal processing and live toasting. Complete dub studio setup, affordable entry point into reggae/dance hall production.
Yeah. So these are pretty cheap, the EP 133s. They're actually giving away the medieval one if you spend like $1,000 right now. But so this was a leak that someone posted on Reddit. It's not announced yet. It's it was posted on some other website, but yeah. So it looked like they had an event and they had the devices out. People are playing with them. Of course, people snapped a bunch of pictures that they probably weren't supposed to. I think the Reddit post got deleted, but yeah, there's some really cool stuff. The 2-channel mixer, because I can see people not having multiples of these now that 3 of them will have existed, and I'm sure there's going to be much more. Looks like there's a little mobile speaker, which is pretty cool, which I think is based off something they had released with IKEA previously. But yeah, this is definitely going to be a fun one. I can't wait to hear some of it.
I do like an onboard speaker. It reminds me of a Speak and Spell.
Right. Yeah, it's going to be cool.
And it looks pretty cool. And then next up, we've got the hover module. How would you tell us about the hover module, Rich?
Yes, I think I've seen this one before as far as people performing with it. But it's one of these sort of, it's got a sensor where you can kind of, hold your hand over it and I guess, map that to a filter or pitch or things like that. So for people that are into that performance kind of mode thing, this is, how could you not have this thing or 2 of them? Yeah.
It's one of those great infrared beams that you can just kind of like move your hand up and down to like create, send CV without having anything actually, having to turn a knob really.
Right. And I think it might be infrared. So it's probably very, low latency. And then that said there's a freeze function, loop recorder, and they might be releasing it standalone, maybe like in a dedicated case or something.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Looks
Cool.
like a nice module.
Multiple MIDI formats, standalone Eurorack, and MIDI versions planned. Okay. Fun stuff. Next, let's go to music. We've got Resonance IT on EP released on Truncate Techno. You picked this one out, didn't you?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, this is one of my favorite labels. Truncate is a local LA favorite. So yeah, there's definitely a good techno album or EP to check out by Resonance's IT. So yeah.
Nice. Next up, we've got one of our friends out here, Frank Martin, put out a Blu-ray called "Thanks for the Invite." Now, this, if you know Frank Martin, he always does quadraphonic performances, and if you ever get to see him, he always does a really fun setup. A lot of cool synthesizers going on in there. He'll have some booklas and Eurorack all happening all together at the same time. So this is a cool Blu-ray that he recently put out that you can pick up from his website, and you can also go to submithub.com to grab one as well. Or you can find him on Bandcamp. That's also a good place to find him. And then we've got what's this next one here, Rich? The Eric Sharp and Charity Redding featuring Ari Madness.
So Charity Redding played at our event yesterday, and this is a new release. I think they just released it yesterday or within the past 24 hours. She actually played it live at the event, so yeah, I wanted to feature it here as one of our music slots. It's definitely nice like melodic house. It's cool stuff. So,
and this one's, you can find this on SoundCloud.
It's on SoundCloud. It's on Spotify. It's on all the different things. Yeah, it's already copyright striked on the YouTube video on the website. So, but that's how it goes.
And speaking of live events, on to events. The Shelter 1 year anniversary show is happening tomorrow, September 27th. They're featuring, was that Polygonia, Vera Logdanati, Clarissa Kimsky, and R. Levantati, and Sidirm. And you can fact check me on all those pronunciations. Please do, because I know I messed them all up.
Yeah, this was a recommended one from Travarsi. She's headed out there to go to this one. She was really excited about it. Polygonia is really cool. It's going to be a fun. It'll be a fun event. Shelter, I guess, does really cool. A little different event than like the other kind of LA underground warehouse parties. They're a little standout. So, yeah, it's tomorrow. Hey, Saturday.
That's right. Saturday, tomorrow. You gonna be out there?
Probably not. I have work to do.
Of course. And October 3rd, coming up next weekend in Oregon, Aerogrid is going to be having a show featuring Seated Sonic Art Showcase, Malarkey, Production Unit Zero, Nundale, Spender, Hamanadasis, and Eric Schlappy. Some may know from Schlappy Engineering, who creates awesome Eurorack modules. They'll be doing a show at the, what is it called? The 6 Below Midnight in Oregon. It's going to be in Portland. So October 3rd, check that show out if you're in the Portland, Oregon area. PDX. That's going to be a really cool show. If you know Malarkey and the other artists that are on the Air Grid record label, you know it's going to be dark, ambient, and brooding music. It sounds like a fun time. And next we've got other events. There's going to be Machina Bristronica. Rich, why don't you tell us about this?
So this is the like UK version of KnobCon. It might be bigger. It looks bigger. I don't know. But yeah, September. It's this weekend, 27th, 28th, and it's filled with electronic music hardware, software. It's all about synthesizer culture. People call it the Festival of Knobs, buttons and discussions. So very KnobCon-like. And there'll be exhibitions, live performances, workshops and panels and stuff. So yeah, if you're over there, get to there.
I was trying to find out what town it's in.
Look, there was Traversi. I saw her. Oh yeah, she's playing with Alex. I don't know.
That makes sense.
So she must have been at the last one. I don't think she's going to this one. She would have probably told me.
I don't think she can be in two places at once.
No. Who knows?
I guess I shouldn't be surprised if it does happen.
She's on the plane right now.
Oh my God. She does too much. That's too much, Traversi. All right. There's another show if you can't next weekend. So besides the one going on in Portland, there's also one going out here in the Bay Area for October 3rd at the San Jose Night Market. Ground Up Multicast, as you may have seen, this nice short white bus. I've been hanging out with Chris Carney, the junglist. We're going out to the San Jose Night Market, do another show. We've got a setup over there, and I might show up. I'm not sure if I'm going to make it or not, but definitely we're going to have some DJs playing. We've got DJ Koo, I think, closing out the night. And then from 6 to 7 p.m., we've got our friend Peter Nybor, who's a local of San Jose, doing an all electronic live set going on, which I'm really excited about. So I'm really hoping to make it out to that set. Seeing Peter Nybor perform live is always a fun treat. He's always got a great ensemble of synthesizers he's got with controllers. Might have a laptop with him, maybe not. But he's one of these guys that he's always doing something creative. He's one of the guys that developed the Sequential morph, which I was a really big fan of, which is now discontinued, unfortunately. But that was a really cool instrument that he got to create a couple of years ago. And that's a really fun one. So please come check out that show in San Jose here in California.
Cool.
And now let's get on to some general topics. So we've got the post-peak live wrap-up next October 30th, right before Halloween.
No. Hold on. So last night we had the event in LA. So we have 2 of the performances posted on the website right now for that. And there'll be 2 more coming. So the first one I have up there is Ryan Hay from Pink Sky. So if you go to Peaked FM, in the FM section, you can listen to the full set. And then you can also watch the video on YouTube. And the same thing with Charity Redding. So her live set is there too. And then the next one is scheduled for October 30th. So, yeah, it's going to be at the same venue, Tire Biter Brewery, and the lineup is coming.
Very good. And then coming soon, also, that was live streamed last night from that show. Eventually on our site, we're going to have Driver 405 and Instacult.
Yeah, probably tomorrow and Monday or something like that. Depends on how long the videos take to render. So,
of course. And also on our website, if you go over to Peaked FM, you can find on Seismic our podcast all on electronic music. Forestine graciously gave us some wonderful music that they put together for us, and it's this great ambient, industrial, dark electronic set that they put together with that features a grandmother synthesizer, and I think the DFAM as well. So it's very Moog heavy, 50, I believe it was about 54 or 56 minutes, all electronic music. There's a couple of samples in there that they use as well. It's really fun. And I've been a fan of Forestine for some years now. As some of you may know Forestine from the Earth Modular Society, and which you can find on Instagram, of course, and also they do a lot of live streaming as well on YouTube and Twitch.
Also from Peaked FM.
And on Peaked FM.
Episode 20-ish something. Do you remember that one?
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. You showed me this wonderful clip of me sighing in the beginning of it. But
okay. Next we have so there was an event at the Old Town Pub put on by LA Synth Club, and they do this monthly. And I checked that out. It was last weekend. Very cool. There was a bunch of artists. Disq was there. Spotlight Floodlight. Hootney Swope. And a standout for me was Mocha J, which I texted you this one. There was a cover, but it was about grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was fun.
But it sounded really cool inside the venue, so that was a cool one. So they have another one coming up. I think, let me see, should be October. October 19th. Yeah, same place, bunch of people. So definitely a fun show. It's a cool venue. It's in Old Town Pasadena. There's an outside area. It's a nice kind of place to hang out. So yeah.
Fantastic. All right. And that's our weekly update with Patch Dispatch. I'm Corey with Richard, and we'll see you next time.